this is my life. This is who I am. This is what I do. You just have to adapt. There is no can't. You figure out ways to adapt to life and do the things that you really need to do that are important. This glove has definitely opened the door to do things that I couldn't do. Hi, I'm Cory. I'm from David City, Nebraska, and I'm a farmer in the eastern central part of Nebraska. I farm corn and soybeans.
What's your favorite food?
I like buffalo chicken wings. Small bar out in the middle of nowhere here that has some fantastic chicken wings. Rock and roll, AC/DC. I'm old, so they're probably oldies nowadays.
You have a favorite song?
Maybe Thunderstruck. That gets me going in the tractor, the combine, I guess. Star Wars, Indiana Jones, yeah, those kind of movies.
Do you think we'll ever get to space?
Yes, I think Mars is on the future, for sure.
Would you go if they asked you?
No. Like to go on vacations with my wife. We've been to Europe, we've been to Alaska, we've been to Hawaii, top of the Eiffel Tower, bottom of the Grand Canyon, flew over the top of Mount McKinley, and we went to New York. That was interesting for the farm boy. We went to see the space shuttle launch. That was really cool. We've done a lot of things together.
What do you like about traveling?
That it makes her happy. The best part is seeing the smile on her face.
What was your childhood like?
Typical farm kids. We ran around and Mom turned us out in the morning and we didn't come back until it was time for supper, and played in the sandboxes, or we went and rode on the fender with the tractor with Dad, and could be a lot of work. Spent many days working with Grandpa. We had a very good childhood. And I'm 6th generation farmer on this farm, so that's a big deal. I came back from engineering to farm with my father for 10 years before he passed away. Wouldn't trade that for the world. That meant everything to me. I learned a lot. And so there was the right way, the wrong way, and Dad's way. So I try to live up to that every day. It's, for me, not a career, but it's a lifestyle. It's just me, it's what I do. You know, that's the part I probably like the most about farming is there is no day-to-day. It's sort of minute by minute sometimes. Sometimes I get up in the morning with a lot of plans and not a single thing I had planned that morning happens that day. Yeah, there's always something to do. Weeds to kill or something to fix, and if you can't find something to do, you're not looking very hard. My wife and I like to make some cocktails. Usually they're Moscow mules, and do a little bit of crop checking. And so we affectionately nicknamed that Crop Tails.
Crop Tails.
Gotten some neighbors involved, and it's become a thing.
Oh, has it? It's actually, oh wow.
It's starting to become a thing, yes.
Tell us about the relationship you have with your wife.
She's an amazing person. She means the world to me, and she helps me a ton. She has a full-time job that she does, but she'll take her vacations and come and help primarily during harvest. She'll come and help and run the grain cart, and she's very good at it. We're like the Blue Angels out there at sometimes. We have a good life together.
Do you think the farm brought you guys closer together over the years?
Yeah, it has its moments. I had an accident a year and a half ago, 25-year wedding anniversary, so we went to an island, St. Lucia. It was also my 50th birthday. I ended up falling on an object and cutting the nerves in my arm. Long story short, the orthopedic surgeon, after we went through therapy and a lot of things, recommended going to the limb lab. He said they have a lot of new and exciting things and that they might be able to help. That's when Jason came out to sit down with our therapist, and he says, I have the perfect idea. There's a gal from Sweden flying in this afternoon with a brand new trial of this Carbonhand, and would you be willing to meet with her? And that's when I went to Limb Lab that afternoon. It was that fast. She proceeded to demonstrate her device, this what they call a Carbonhand. It looked very promising that I was able to do things with those fingers that I wasn't before. I was able to hold a steak knife, a screwdriver, and run some power tools and things.
What was your first thoughts when you put it on that first time and you were trialing it?
The first thing that came through my mind is Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. Be honest with you. A lot of your grip comes from your pinky and your ring finger, and so that's what the glove helps me to do. We decided to make a glove. They went back to Sweden and hand-tailored a glove for me. It's a pretty amazing piece of technology. You can adjust the settings of sensitivity and how strong the grip is with it. And then it's got some modes where you can lock in the grip. So some of that is going to help me tremendously with running machinery and things like that. I'm gaining functionality every day, so this is something to maybe even be part of a therapy and help me utilize those fingers and strengthen that. You know, most people have a career, and if you can't do that, you go and change careers, right? I don't have that luxury. This is my life. This is who I am. This is what I do. You just have to adapt. There is no can't. You figure out ways to adapt to life and do the things that you really need to do that are important. This glove has definitely opened the door to do things that I couldn't do. I'm gonna really test this glove. Yeah, they need to sweep the floor in the kitchen, but I need to sweep the floor in the grain bin. I'm an engineer, so I'm gonna have ideas. Immediately, just driving home, I knew that this was a good thing. It almost gives you feeling in places where you don't have feeling, and that's hard to describe, but it does. You know, like as soon as I grabbed that steering wheel, I felt like I wasn't just holding, you know, I before I knew I was holding it with all 4 or 5 fingers, but you grab it with that glove, it's a whole different feeling, and you know you have all 4 of them, and there's a confidence level to grabbing something that you didn't have getting in and out of the tractors. You have that feeling on the handle as you're crawling in and out, a security. I was struggling to hold cups and glasses, or open a soda, or hold a jar and try and open it, those kind of things. And this is going to give me a freedom to do some of those basic things. My first thing comes to mind is stroke victims. But if you have some movement, this glove is going to help that.
I suppose tell us about your connection with LimLab and what you think of the place and the people.
Gosh, I don't know where to start. They're amazing. The most impressive to me is from the very get-go, it was Jason sits down and just starts grabbing my hand and looking and what do we got to do and talking to the therapist, and immediately starts pulling up laptop and showing me things, and hey, I got this gal coming and let's do this and let's get an appointment in 2 hours and let's make this happen. And it was just like, wow, we just hit a tornado. Next thing he's taking impressions of my hand and scanning my hand. They're absolutely about making your life better, form, fit, and function however they can, and making that happen right away. The attitude is incredible. The people are incredible there. Makes you spend a lot of time with me demonstrating the glove, because it takes some repetition to figure out all of the buttons and how it all exactly works. So I was very comfortable walking out of there, that I knew what I was getting myself into and what to do and not to do. And I think that's huge. You can walk out of there knowing that they're going to do everything they can to make it functional for you. I don't know how you could want more, to be honest with you. I was extremely impressed. This is not just a office and walk you through it. This is a custom shop, you know. So
What have you learned?
I've been through 4 years of just absolute misery, from my father getting brain cancer and then losing him, and then this happened. Big challenges that I've had to overcome here, and you just have to. You can't give up. I'm very fortunate that I have a wonderful wife. I'll never be able to repay her for what she's helped and done for the years here.
What would your message to the world be?
I'm not that kind of person. I don't have any big grand messages. You gotta live life to the fullest you can. Live it the best you can. 4 years I've discovered a lot of really good people, a lot of good things around me. You know, I'm always trying to make Dad proud. That's important to me. Making Dad and Grandpa proud, that they'd be happy if they came here and saw what was going on. I'd like to thank the people that helped me out at the accident. I'd like to thank all my friends that helped me along the way. I have a friend that I had a hard time going and asking for help. I'm glad to help other people, but I have a hard time asking. And he dropped everything and come to help me, and I'll never forget that. The doctors, the therapist was incredible. I can't say enough about that lady. She's special in my heart. The limb lab has been incredible. Probably the most important one is my wife. She's been behind my side from the get-go, always has been. You're only as good as the people you have to surround you, and I want to thank all of them for that.
I'm Kay Kudlacek. I'm Cory's wife of 27 years. I enjoy both my job with what I do at work and then also enjoy working on the farm with Cory. I grew up on my family's farm, and so farm life is not new to me. But to come back and do it ourselves is a lot different. Cory's been a great teacher, and I think we work well together, and we try to enjoy life on the farm.
What do you think the key to successful marriages?
A lot of patience, I think, trust, and just love. I'm extremely proud of him. He's come a long way. You know, there's a saying that you can take the boy off the farm, but you can't take the farm out of the boy, and that was truly his definition. He's a very, very good farmer, just like his father, just excellent with what he does, and very determined, just has a love for the land and everything about it, and that's just something special.
What's some of your best memories with Cory over the years here?
A lot of them, I think, are geared towards harvest because it's such a fun and rewarding time of the year. You get to see all the fruits of your labor and everything, all the hard work you put into everything. Even going out and pulling weeds, which doesn't sound like a lot of fun, we can somehow make that some fun. We try to bring a lot of humor into our lives, and just, even though it can be a lot of hard work at times, we just like to, I guess, have fun with it as well. If you can't laugh at things in life, then, you know, that's what maybe makes a long day. We've been fortunate that he's had great people to support him and help him through his journey and get him back on track. You know, we've seen a lot of improvement over the last year and a half, and it just keeps getting better. And you know, between the therapists and Limb Lab, it's really, I'm finally kind of feeling like he's getting some of his life back. I couldn't ask for anything more than that for him and us.
Hello, I'm Cory Kudlacek from David City, Nebraska. I'm a farmer of corn and soybeans. I've been doing that for about 10 years. 10, 12 years.
We'll go again.
Take the sneeze out of it.
These things have to go. It's just the way it is.
It's okay, it happens.
Yeah.